Hey, everybody, you're going to want to listen all the way through this episode because we've got a health update from our guys in NSYNC. In particular, what's going on with Justin Timberlake. We'll get to that.
You're also going to find out the big news from Tyler Perry and why us Janet Jackson fans are absolutely over the moon.
Well, look at that. Does this summer seem like it's flying by to you too?
Yeah.
Yes.
It's
Yes, we
crazy.
nodded.
I don't
Yeah,
know
it's
how we're the
going.
first week of August, already closing in on the 10th of August. Like it's bananas.
Yeah, it's I was discussing that with one of the trainers at F45. That's where I work out, and saying like, yeah, it's going really fast. And I think it's because when you have things to look forward to,
Hmm.
which no complaints, like that's a great thing. It happens like it sort of takes over your subconscious a little bit. Okay, well, I know I have to be there then, or we're doing that then, that stuff. And then it inadvertently speeds things along. I mean, there could be worse things than having things to do, but
Yeah.
you have to make a concerted effort to slow it down. So
Yeah.
for you, that is walking, or that, or maybe you're on a road trip and you've taken us with you. Thank you for doing that. And we hope that your summer is moving at the exact right pace.
You sound like one of those peeps who does that ASMR stuff.
Oh, fun.
Have you listened to that stuff ever?
Is it they just talk to you nicely and
Yeah, like they talk close into the microphone and they're like, I don't know, spaghetti sauce or whatever.
they just say words randomly and it's supposed
I
to make you
think
feel
I think
better?
there's different versions of it, but like I think it's
Spaghetti sauce.
I don't know, I just made that up. I'm a bit sleep deprived.
Okay. You need some ASMR or whatever you're talking about.
Yeah.
Or you need something to eat. Either way.
Yeah.
Uh, hey, for the show today, Tyler Perry planted a great seed on social media. So we'll talk about what he's working on, or one of the things that he's working on. He seems to have a few sticks in the fire all the time, anyways. But one thing is pretty exciting. Um, Ted Danson and Mary Steenburgen are making history
Hmm.
for very positive reasons. So we'll talk about that too. Kelly's trivia might be the thing that you need to shake the dust off of your summer fuzzies, or it'll just make you go, what?
Yeah.
Conversely, the 90s rewind might put you right back into your comfort zone and happy place of the summer of 1996. Now, for the summer of 2025, a couple of the guys from NSYNC are dealing with some health issues. So let's start there. This is new news as far as Justin Timberlake is concerned. He shared the news that he's been going through the effects of Lyme disease.
Hmm.
That's pretty significant. What he shared on, was it Instagram?
Yeah, he just shared that recently, and I think, it's important that we're talking about it, even though it's probably a few days later at this point, but because it's first of all, it affects so many people. I'm sure you know somebody, Sharon, like I know a friend of mine, her mother has it.
Oh, wow.
And uh she told me this several years ago, actually, at the time when her mother was diagnosed. And I remember her saying, like, just what a train wreck it was trying to deal. First of all, trying to figure out what it was at first, and
Hmm.
then finally getting the diagnosis. And then, of course, it's been a few years that we've all known about what Avril Lavigne went through and
Yeah,
how,
for
like,
years.
yeah, and she was in dire straits at one point when she was kind of heading in a more positive direction, just talking about how, like, uh, I think she didn't know if she'd ever come out of it, or like get to a place where she was feeling healthier again, So,
Hmm.
knowing that JT has this and has had to, well, he made the choice. He made the choice to push through with the tour and get it done, and he loves being on stage so much, which is not surprising for any of us. But yeah, like it's so crazy. And Justin Bieber has had it, like there's the Shania Twain, like the list is long. So,
Well, what's interesting is that the symptoms from it's you get bit by a black-legged tick, a particular tick, and when they bite you, your symptoms can include flu-like feelings, dizziness, chest pain, palpitations, arthritis, facial nerve paralysis, ongoing joint pain, fatigue, depression, palpitations. Again, maybe they didn't realize I said it twice. And other neurological, rheumatological, and cardiac involvement. This is from the bite from a tick that, turns into a bacterial infection. An infection, when it hits, the bloodstream, can go in clearly all these different directions, which is
Hmm.
super scary. What
Yeah.
Justin Timberlake says that with, and I quote, living with this can be relentlessly debilitating, both mentally and physically. When I first got the diagnosis, I was shocked for sure, but at least I could understand why I would be on stage in a massive amount of nerve pain or just feeling crazy fatigue or sickness.
Yeah.
That's a lot. And like you said, for a guy that loves to be on stage and is obviously very comfortable there, this is a direct hit on what he does, right?
Hmm.
And
A
there's
direct
nothing you
hit.
can do. How do you combat fatigue like that? You kind of have to give into it at some point, but man, it's a lot.
Yeah, and as of our recording, his bandmate Chris Kirkpatrick, let's try that again, said, wrote a beautiful post just saying like, because obviously he knows what JT has been going through, and just said the amount of like, like how inspirational it's been to see Justin like carry on and want to carry on and get it done, even though it's been hard watching him be sick. So like, I thought that was a really classy move on Chris's part to kind of just do a public support, because, and I think, I don't know, like, again, as time progresses, we'll see what comes out. But as of late, Justin was taking hits online for his recent performances where people were
Hmm.
showing clips of him using the crowd to sing some of the lyrics as opposed to him. And some people were being very vicious at the time, saying like he's phoning it in, he just wants to finish the tour.
Hmm.
And his tour is done at this point, and his festival appearances are done. So he actually is heading home to the family and is home at this point, I'm sure. But I think that's part of the reason why he came forth with this is because there was so much flack online in the last little while questioning his integrity, basically, as a performer.
Well, you know what, disease or conditions aside, as a fan of whoever, when they say you sing, I'm like, like we paid money for these tickets and I can sing in my car, like I want you to sing.
Hmm.
But evidently, like, it's not that they're phoning it in, it's that they, especially in the case of Justin Timberlake, um, he needed the assistance with those performances, which,
And it sounds like it really was like just at the tail end of this tour slash festival season he was doing, because I never heard any negative comments before that, and I was fortunate to see this tour when it rolled through Montreal.
mhm,
And obviously, this was sort of just a few months in at the time, because now he's been on the road over a year. Like, obviously, some breaks in between, but basically over a year. I think he started, was it April of 2024? Anyways, it was either March or April of 2024. So it's been a long road for him and the band and the crew, and it just sounded like the last bit of it was definitely challenging
wow.
for him to finish things off. And but when he did perform here in Montreal and I saw him, he was as on fire as when I saw him back in 2014 during the last time I saw him. So,
Mhm.
mhm.
I think I saw that show too.
Yeah, that was the 2020 experience in 2014. So,
Maybe it wasn't that. Maybe it was longer ago than that.
yeah, I didn't see, I can't remember if he came here to Montreal. I think he did, but I didn't see that one, the Man of the Woods tour, I think it was. That was like 2017, 2018, something like that.
I didn't see that. I think mine
Yeah.
was longer ago.
Yeah, but he's definitely
Anyways.
a showman. Like he is. Like that's what
Hmm.
he, and he's so, because he's a musician, because he's a dancer, like all of it. Like he does all of it. So,
Yep.
yeah.
Now, for Lance Bass,
Hmm.
his diagnosis with diabetes isn't news, but what is?
The news that he's never been as healthier because he's taken control of his health situation. And because I remember hearing, because remember he had that Frosted Tips podcast for a while?
Yeah.
And he
Yeah.
hasn't updated it, I think, since January.
Oh.
So it's been like a hot minute. And but I remember him talking about at one point, like his gym routine or whatever, or the lack thereof at the time, whatever episode I was listening to at the time. Um, so I think he's probably naturally thin and doesn't have to work out maybe to kind of stay in a certain looking form. But I think all of
Hmm.
us know whether, like, whatever you look like, you probably should hit the gym just for health reasons. Or if the gym's not for you,
Yeah.
then do something every day, like act, like walk, run, I don't
Yeah.
know, like swing your arms around, whatever it is. But I think this has forced him to take better care of his eating and I think be healthier with physical activity.
And if this were a fitness podcast, we would say walk, run, and swing your arms around. That's your workout. Not
Yeah.
pick one. Not pick one of those three. Do them all at the same time, because that's the kind of level of professionalism we provide
Yeah.
on the 90s Now Take It to a Lunge
Yeah.
podcast.
Yeah. We're a full service podcast, Sharon, and I don't know why no one's hired us yet as consultants for
Ah,
anything.
man, I know we have answers.
We did.
A lot of questions, but really good amount of answers too.
Yep. Yep. Yep.
Prompting questions from everybody like, why?
We
So we'll send positive health vibes to the guys in NSYNC and hope that they can keep things on track. Now, we try to keep things on track for our mental muscles, thanks to Kelly and her I don't even know the answers to my questions. Trivia. Can we?
bing bong. Sharona, sport or news and politics to start?
I'll take sport to start.
Okie dokie. Um,
Sport.
last week you did not know the answer to this card, so we'll see how you do
Thanks.
with.
Thanks for bringing it up.
You're welcome. I just figure in the land of sport, you should be better.
Wow, I should be better. Oh my gosh. Remind me to tell you a story after I get or not get this.
Okay, here we go. Which bangin' team won 3 Super Bowls in the 90s?
Is banging a hint or like it's just it
I
was
doubt
so
it. It's
great that
just
it was
a
banging?
90s word.
Word. I'm gonna go with I would say either Dallas or no, not Dallas. Green Bay or New England.
I'm
And
gonna,
our
I
was
haven't
one of
looked
them
and I
right?
I purposely didn't look, so I'm gonna guess
Oh,
also. I'm gonna guess uh I don't think it's New England.
okay.
I'm gonna say um I think it's also Dallas or Green Bay. So I'll pick one and I'm gonna go
I'm
with,
picking Green Bay,
okay, I think it's Green Bay also, but I'm gonna take Dallas just
but
for fun.
I'll change my my New England to Buffalo.
No, you know why it's not Buffalo? Can I tell you why?
Why?
Because they got to the Super
Because they
Bowl.
suck.
Yeah, they do suck because I'm a massive New York Giants fan. So I
Yeah.
know this because when we were beating them, because the Giants I think won, and it was either 90 or 91. We got our like Super Bowl. Then
Hmm.
we got some more in the 2000s. But Bills was to stand for, boy, I love losing Super Bowls because they got to Super Bowls 4 times and didn't win one of them. So
Wow.
not
Okay.
the
Well, I
Bills.
take
So
it back then.
you're saying Green Bay then?
Yeah.
I'll say Dallas for fun.
Okay.
Dallas Cowboys.
You know what, Kel? This is another great example of go with your first answer. Because didn't I say Dallas first and
You
then went,
did.
no? Ah. Okay. Well, good.
So
Good
then
for
that would have
you.
been, I feel like that would have been, because I think 93 they won for sure with Troy Aikman.
Hmm.
So it probably was like a 93, 94, 95, something or other, something like that.
Nice.
So,
Well, good for
news,
them.
news and politics. In 1999, anti-globalization protests against the WTO occurred in which U.S. city? Which I guess is World Trade Organization.
I'm going to say New York City.
Think West and not Los Angeles.
I'm going to say San Francisco.
Think Nirvana.
I'm going to say Seattle, Washington.
What did you
I'm going
say
to
the other
say,
week? We workshopped that one.
yeah. Keep going. Keep guessing.
Okay. Good job, Sharon.
That's how you get better at geography. West. No, that's north. Okay. Okay, good. Well, thank you. Maybe this is how we should do
Yeah,
trivia. Sound it out, Sharon. You're getting there.
yeah,
Almost. So, 0 for 2. Great. Well,
yeah,
I guess I technically got both of them. I mean, everybody heard it, but
yeah.
uh, the story I wanted to tell you was I'm a call up for my friend's trivia team, and somebody on the team was away for a few weeks, so I've been called up a few weeks. And the woman who is the quizmaster for this trivia every week listens to my radio station and listens to our morning show, so I'm happy to know that. Um, anyways, she she knows that I do like music category is my thing, right? But then the pressure's on because if you say it's your thing and then you don't do perfect, in my mind, I think, what? Oh my God, I've let everybody down. Anyways, I know that's not the case. We're not being paid to play, blah, blah, blah. So, but I do like doing well, right? Because if I don't do well in the other categories, at least I've got this one, At least I've contributed. So, um, I think we got like it was really challenging last night, and it's across the board. It's not just popular music from whatever. She got into like Wayne Newton and Perry Como, and I'm like, I thought that was Dean Martin, and then whatever. So she hands the sheets back. So you change them within the group, and somebody marks them, and then she checks them and enters the score. And she was handing them back, and she said, "What happened?" I'm, I'm like, this is fun. Thanks, lady. She's my age too, so I'm like, I don't know. I'm tired. We ended up coming in fourth overall for the night. So,
Yeah.
but like, talk about speaking to your total anxiety,
Yeah. What?
What happened? Like, okay, maybe I'll take a week off. How about that?
Oh my God. That's
But that's,
brutal.
like I said,
But you
that's
should
mostly
remind her
me.
that you, me and our former colleague who we love profusely, won that sushi gift certificate that one time for music trivia. Remember? At the
No.
at the we it was at the Christmas party. I think it was at the Christmas party at the radio station Christmas party.
Yes.
Yes, you, me, and
Yes.
Madvi. Yeah,
That's true. That was years ago.
yeah, that was. I want to say 2010. I think.
Who got the sushi on that?
I don't know if we ever went. I don't think we ever used the gift certificate.
What are we? Are we so rich in sushi gift
Yeah,
certificates that we just didn't use it?
I feel because I don't remember going, but I think we won $50 to spend at like whatever for
Well,
sushi.
fun fact, gift certificates don't expire
Yeah,
in, I'm not sure if it's the country or just the province, but it's illegal. You can't put an end date
what you
on a
pay
gift
for.
certificate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know who has the gift certificate. I don't.
In my mind, it's somewhere.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
not here.
We needed to win though because both, well, she was the music director, or that she was, I guess at the time, I don't know if yeah, I think she was a full-fledged music director at that time, and you
Yeah.
were in the show music department, right? So the
Yeah.
two of you needed to come big.
And we did.
Yeah. So you tell that lady, Sharon, that one
Yeah,
time.
you want to talk about this prize I won this one time and then totally forgot about it for 12 years? Haha, how about that?
And then, like, right,
And then I'll push her down.
yeah,
That's
exactly.
what you get.
Yeah. I'm sure you could take her, Sharon. Anyways,
I don't
back to
know.
you.
Okay, so Tyler Perry
Yes.
going on social media, poking fans and cast members alike
Hmm.
because of the movie, which I don't want to blow. Why Did I Get Married? 3.
Yeah.
So, fun fact, he posts a picture of the script, right?
Yeah.
Kind of like the working script, and basically said this. So it's official, is what they're saying, that Tyler Perry is reuniting the cast of the franchise Why Did I Get Married for a third installment, Kelly. Does this make you happy?
Very happy. We haven't seen Janet on screen in a hot minute, like in a film role. So, and it's funny because I think us Janet fans knew something was coming because she is doing her last batch of shows in Vegas in September,
Mm-hmm.
and then that kind of like seems like it was going to be it for a while. So now this would explain if she is going to head into production to start filming this. And I remember the like one of the installments, I think it was the second installment, that was just after Michael passed away. And there was like this crazy scene in there where she takes a golf club and like goes bananas, like in a because like she's breaking up with her husband in this thing and he cheated on her or whatever. And she found that scene apparently very cathartic to
Oh, good.
because she literally destroyed like this room. Like she took this thing and like this golf club and like crashed this. Like I can't remember if it was a coffee table or a table, but
Ooh,
like a
how
glass table and
satisfying.
like took it out. It was very and she if you watch that scene, I'm sure you can find it on YouTube, like you could see there was a lot going on there
Hmm.
and even in hindsight, she actually, if memory serves, she hurt herself, like she hit the golf club off her foot or something and like swole up an
Yeah.
ankle. It was something like that. Anyways, I don't have specifics in my brain right now, but I remember her clocking, and I think she hit Tyler Perry also. I think he
Oh
said that in an
man.
interview. So,
Yikes. Well, the fun thing is that he put the picture of the first draft, and he says, I'll just sit this right here."
yeah,
Then he tagged everybody, tagged Janet, tagged Jill Scott,
yeah,
Lamont Rucker, Richard T. Jones, uh, and on and on. And then they
yeah,
started commenting,
yeah.
which is super fun. Now, for me, I don't think I saw this movie,
Hmm.
and that's fine because I'm thinking, we can see any movie anywhere, anytime.
Hmm.
However, there was no word on the second one. No, it's why did I get married again is the name
Yeah,
of this one, right? So
yeah. Because it
where
was
it will premiere.
why did I get married? Why did I get married too? And why did I get married again?
Okay, so I'm not sure if, well, what we don't know is where this is going to premiere, if it's going to be in theaters or on a streaming platform.
Yep.
The others, I'm assuming, are findable, so I have time to watch those before this one gets released.
Yeah, I believe you will have time. Yeah.
That is good.
Yeah. And like it's such a great cast. Like you all the names you just named off. I obviously have a huge affinity for Jill Scott as well as my girl Janet
Yeah,
Jackson.
for sure.
And I remember Malik Yoba was in the first two movies. Actually, his character was one that Janet was married to, her character. And
Okay.
I loved him on New York Undercover. Remember that show?
Yes.
That was a great show. So he's a hottie, and that's saying a lot from a gay girl. So anyways, it's a great cast, and Tyler Perry basically can't do anything wrong. Like he writes hit movies, hit television shows. That's what he does.
Hmm.
Have you watched like I think I'm missing one or two, but like the Medea movies, like those are hilarious. Like
I think I saw the first one,
yeah,
but
Tyler
that's
is
a
so
million years ago too. So
yeah, when Tyler dresses up as Medea, it's just it's
it's just so funny.
it is just so
And there's
yeah,
just so much to watch in the world.
yeah,
Well,
yeah.
and quality stuff too. Like Tyler Perry puts funny things together.
Yeah. Oh, just before you move on, there is a new sitcom, which I think we talked about briefly in the fact that I found this comedian Leanne Morgan recently, like about 4 or 5 months ago now. She's been in my consciousness. I
She's
think
a Southern
from
mom
Tennessee.
of, yeah, yeah, yeah. And she's got a new TV show.
Yeah, so it dropped
Yeah.
on Netflix recently, and all 16 episodes up there for you. I cannot
Oh,
wait to
cool.
watch. And
Oh,
apparently,
good.
like I did, most of the reviews that I've seen so far, positive. One kind of said that like because she's not an actor, right? Like she's getting into it now, and but
Hmm.
she's basically what Roseanne was back when Roseanne kicked off,
Right.
right? That's
Yeah.
kind of like obviously her version of it, not Roseanne's version, but I think just because remember we talked about this recently on the show where like it took Roseanne a minute to switch from like comedian to being like actually
Yeah.
like a powerhouse actor.
Just to sort of
And
soften her own edges.
yeah, because I remember in those first episodes of Roseanne, like you could tell when she was kind of breaking a little bit, you know?
Yeah.
And how can you not with Laurie Metcalf and like John Goodman?
Yeah.
Um, but she like with the latter seasons, like she was just beast mode as that character. And so I think Leanne will transition and they kind of say that like a few episodes in you start to see her heading in that right direction where it's not
Right.
just doing her stand up in a sitcom. She's getting more comfortable with I guess her blocking, her timing, her co-stars, all that stuff.
What's great is that her delivery is so uniquely her own.
Yeah.
It's not content wise, it's like she's not breaking new ground, but just the way I think because of that, the way she's able to capture your attention in like she's not in a rush to get through the story, you
Mm-hmm.
know, and you're
Mm-hmm.
there for it. You're not like, come on, get through it. Like you're
Yeah.
just, she's got you. The her accent, her delivery, the fact that she's so relatable
Mm-hmm.
to anybody that has kids or is around them,
Yeah.
and their different ages that and their demands.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah. And for
it's
sure, like you said too, her Tennessee, like her background of being in Tennessee, like with the accent, the whole it just it plays into all of it. Like
yeah.
even like because she talks, there's this bit that she does. It's if you can find this on YouTube or whatever, please do because you'll laugh so hard. She has this bit about her grandbaby, but she calls the grandbaby like her baby, right? So it's her actual grandbaby, but it's like her baby. And she has this bit where she's like, I was in New York, or whatever, and I was in a taxi cab ride, and she's like, I was talking to a taxi cab driver, and like he talked about how he loves his grandson so much that if his grandson ever came up and said, I killed somebody, I need some help, he's like, I'd do it like this. And then
Yeah.
she goes, my first thought was, what am I doing in a taxi cab with like someone who would murder somebody? And then she's like, my second thought is she's like, I would do it too for my baby like this. So it's really good. So Leanne Morgan, if you're looking for good laughs, find that girl on Netflix.
Find it. Hey, speaking of TV,
Hmm.
uh, the Emmy Awards are well, they're a few weeks away,
Hmm.
mid-September, so no rush to get there just because we want to take as much summer as we can get. But Ted Danson and Mary Steenburgen will be at the Emmys this year and will receive the Bob Hope Humanitarian Award together.
Hmm.
So the first time that this award has been given A since 2022 and B, it's never been presented to a couple before, but they were chosen because of their quote, lifetime of extraordinary philanthropy, activism and unwavering commitment to global good. These two luminaries whose off-screen legacy shines as bright as their decades of celebrated television work.
Yeah. And he's being recognized, like he does a lot of ocean conservation work.
Mhm.
And she does stuff. I think one of the organizations is called No Kid Hungry, and the other one is the Elizabeth Glaser Pediatric AIDS Foundation.
Right.
So they have a lot going on, and they're such a great couple. They've been together, as we know, forever, and they just look cool. So you'd
Well,
like to
yeah,
be buds with these two.
they're going to celebrate their 30th anniversary in October.
Amazing.
30th, which by any standards is incredible, but by Hollywood standards,
Yeah, next
as far
level
as
magic.
headlines go, like it's pretty incredible. So good for them all
Yeah.
around.
Hmm.
Now, also Nate Bargatze is going to host the Emmys this year, so this story just keeps on getting better.
He and Leanne Morgan, because he's got his accent going on.
Yeah.
They should, you know what they should do? See, Sharon, this is where people should hire us. They should do a Super Bowl ad together.
Yes, they should.
They should.
They should do a movie together where they're like brother and sister or
Yeah.
like friends from childhood or something. It's happening again. Like Kelly said, we're here with
Yeah.
answers. You bring the questions, we'll have answers. We'll see if they line up.
Yeah.
How about your 90s rewind? Rewind. You ready to go back to 1996, Kelly?
I am. It's a great year.
Well, brace yourself for this bit of information. And I say bit of information, it's a lot. Mariah Carey had been on the charts for 4 months, 4.5 actually, with the great Always Be My Baby. Around this time in 96, this would be her 17th chart hit. Okay.
Yeah.
This is 1996. We first, like, we're talking like 5, 6 years, right?
Yeah.
Her 17th chart hit and her 12th number one.
Beast.
And her first 5 singles went to number one,
Beast.
which is totally mind blowing. And imagine setting yourself up for like, well, I got to keep going, got to keep
Yeah.
the number ones coming. Because then she slumped a bit and had a number two and a number three, like, ugh. Like just the single digits alone, but the number ones are impressive. The
Hmm.
first 5 singles went to number one, and this was her 12th number one.
Yeah.
Always Be My Baby. Excellent song. Now, Tony Braxton, also excellent with Your
Hmm.
Making Me High, was happening around this time in 1996, which totally heated up the summertime. Alanis Morissette's Jagged Little Pill had been released the summer before and was still connecting a year later. The fourth single from that album was Ironic.
Oh
And that
yeah.
was a part of your summer soundtrack in 96 too. California Love Talk about an anthem. Tupac and Dr. Dre. And
Hmm.
a name that I always thought sounded like, well, they got the guy from accounting in to do some parts on that song. Roger Troutman. Tupac, Dr. Dre, Roger Troutman. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, good for them. But like, it just sort of sounds like he came in from down the hall. Signature tune for Dishwalla, Counting Blue Cars, had a
Nice.
solid spot on your mixtape. Or were you burning CDs at this time in 1996 for your portable Discman that you had to hold gingerly? And really, was it portable if you had to hold it so gingerly?
Yep.
Hard to say. Um, the full body workout that came from the one hit wonderful Los Del Rio and the Macarena
Do
was
it, girl.
dominating that summer,
Yep.
that year, actually.
Yep.
Incredible. Whoa. All
Yeah.
right.
That's enough.
That's enough. Make her stop.
Yeah.
That's your 90s rewind, everybody.
Very good. Sharon, just before we wrap up, I think I mentioned our interview with Crystal Waters is online, so if people want to take a look and a listen at that, please
Yeah.
do. And some more good news from Crystal Waters. She's just announced that a new single is coming our way called Bop.
Wow. So she's working with Hanson.
Apparently, it's the remix. Uh, so, so get ready for that. Some remixes will be coming for that song as well. And we're still waiting on a release date for the album. I told her she should drop it on her birthday, which is like November 19th, I believe. So, fingers crossed on that.
Nice.
Yeah.
And you said, if you'd like any more ideas, Crystal, I'm here. Click. She's
Yeah. Nope.
hello.
Nope.
Yeah. Nope.
Yeah.
Crystal was a large part of our early shows, which was great because she didn't even know it.
Yeah.
But we are eternally grateful that she's made time for us all these years.
Yep.
And we, for you guys, are eternally grateful as well. Thank you for always taking us with you wherever it is that you go, and for finding us on your preferred platform.
Hmm.
And are we to say that we're taking a time off, Kel?
We can say maybe that we might be off this coming week. Um,
Yeah,
and unless things change with our schedule. But we won't be gone long. It'll be a week
yeah, just
and back at it, if nothing else.
yeah. And in the meantime, if you think you've missed an episode, go back and find it.
Please do. We're fun.
Yeah, we're fun people. Um, so again, thank you for listening and for having us along for your ride, your walk, whatevs. We appreciate it. Thank you for listening to 90s Now, still happening.